seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up and what's going on, Alpha family, Alpha Nation? How we all doing today on this beautiful Money Tuesday? Oh my goodness, I'm excited to be here like always. Hit me with a big old good morning, traders. How we doing again on this beautiful Tuesday morning? How are we feeling? Are we focused? Are we getting prepared? Are we ready to attack this day? Because team, there is a lot happening in pre-markets. There is a lot to discuss today. So much opportunity. And I want to take this time to get you guys prepared for the day. Across the board, cheap stocks, 50 cents. Those expensive bad boys that we all love. I love the expensive ones. $15, $20. Low float stocks that could rip a few dollars at a time. Looking at the spine, the Qs. Team, there's a lot to discuss today. Not noisy. A lot of great opportunity, tons of potential in the market. So I want to take this time very thoroughly to start getting you prepared for the day, to make sure that when that market opens at 9:30, you know exactly what stocks you want to look at. You are prepared. You have those levels marked up. You have those plans built. You are ready to attack this day. Let's make it an awesome day. Let's absolutely crush it, and let's have some fun while we do it as well. Before we dive into it, once again, hit me with a big good morning, baby. Good morning. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second. Let me make that small adjustment. Appreciate everybody. 1 second. Let me go ahead and make a few little clicks, and we will be all good to go. Sets. All right. Kits King, Catherine, J. Doss, Jakey Lakey, H. J. Dub, Jamie, Trader King, Steve, Alpha family. Good morning once again, traders. Happy to be back. I'm excited to work with you guys, and I want to see everybody inside of Profits Chat today. Let's make it happen. Let's get serious. Let's get focused. Let's get prepared. Everybody on YouTube, YouTubers, what's up and what's going on? Good morning, Ed, Nevis, Angela, Ron, Joan, Daniel, Nick, Jack, David, Eagle. Woo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Good morning. Once again, happy Tuesday. So we're diving right into it. We are not holding back. We have a lot to discuss. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's talk about our back burners and then dive into the top stocks that I want to watch for today. So back burner number one, PGY, for the mid candle breakout formation. And this stock is already seeing some action off this mid candle breakout, guys. So we're getting a premature mid candle breakout here in pre-market. The stock has just gone from under $10, hitting these highs just above 12. Where can we see this stock go today? Well, first things first, we need to break over yesterday's spiking high right around 12:30. Breaking over yesterday's spiking high of 12:30, we have great potential to $14.17. Where would we really like to see the stock hold on up as support? I would say low 10s, guys. I know that's pretty far away, but $10 support. Yesterday's open, I think that's a solid level to see the stock hold above. All right, if we see some new intraday support form when the market opens, we'll definitely identify that. But right now at this point in time, it's safe to say that $10 is going to be one of the strongest levels of support. Now, we could say that 1150 could be a decent level of support as well, right? We had some resistance here on Friday, support on Friday, a lot of post-market and pre-market resistance here on Monday, couple spiking highs right around that 1150. So I would say some light support right around 1150. Strong key support down towards around 10. Breaking over that 1230 level, yesterday's spiking high, we could absolutely see this run on up towards around 1417 off this really nice mid-candle breakout formation. We saw just this on Friday, right? Wednesday, big green day. Thursday, mid-candle. Friday, breakout. Yesterday, mid-candle setup. Today, starting to get that break here in pre-market. This is definitely something to keep on watch if you want to dive in and jump on this mid-candle breakout opportunity. So, PGY, definitely potential today. Keep this stock on watch. All right, EVTL is another back burner that I have on watch. This stock looks pretty decent. We actually set up for the mid-candle there on Friday. So Thursday, nice big green day. Friday, bigger mid-candle, but still, we saw that push yesterday, trying to get that break over Friday's highs of 830. Potential mid-candle breakout that started yesterday, or we're simply looking for this stock to get a break over 830 resistance after yesterday's nice move on up. I think there's another day to the upside before we see it really roll on over, if it's going to roll on over and start selling on off. So I want to keep this on high watch. This is a back burner sleeper play. I do believe this stock can hit that $9 area today without a lot of traders really realizing that, hey, this stock has great potential. That's why we call them sleeper plays, right? They're not doing too much in pre-market. There's not a lot of opportunity. Most traders disregard them. I see great potential. I think the stock could break 830 and get that nice run up towards around 9. I'm keeping this stock on high watch at this point in time. I would say support is going to be back down towards around 750. So if we open, come down to 750, we find support, maybe I start buying. Maybe I start getting into this stock. But definitely over 830 is where I expect volume to move in for a nice move up to $9. EVTL, tons of great potential today. Definitely a stock that I'm keeping on high watch as my number one sleeper play for the day. All right. Couple other back burners we got, guys. VS is a back burner for me at this point in time, but it very well could be your number one stock for the day. This stock is gapping up 35%. It's trading 4 times its average volume. It's a nice low float stock as well, coming in at 17 million in float. This stock is meeting all of the criteria to be a watch list worthy stock. We have some decent news today as well. The U.S. Patent Office grants new patent claims for VS. So we have some patent news. We have some volume, nice low float stock. We see the stock moving here in pre-market consistently. This could definitely be one of your top stocks for the day. I see better opportunity for myself. I see better opportunity for the team. They may be a little bit more expensive, but I see tons of potential with these stocks we're getting ready to dive into. VS, There's potential here, but it's definitely not the one that really stands out to be the best opportunity with the best potential for today. But let's go ahead and just break this down to get you prepared just in case this is one of your top stocks for the day. So bottom support is going to be back down around that 51-cent level. Right now, we do have resistance up towards around 70 cents and then 75 cents. So if you're looking for a break over 70 cents, you have to start selling around 75. If you put yourself in a position to leave a runner on the table, you can see the stock up towards around 82 to 83 cents today. That's going to be your main level of resistance here on VS, right? So once again, resistance levels at this point in time, 70 cents, 75 cents. That's a very strong level, is 75 cents, guys. If you break 75 cents, that strong level of resistance, that could bring in a lot of buyers. That could bring in some attention, and you could see that next leg up towards around 82 and then 83 cents. The best support at this point in time is going to be back down at 51 cents here on VS. Again, it has news. Again, it's a low float stock trading high relative volume. It's meeting the criteria to be a watch list worthy stock. If you like this stock because it's cheap and it's something you could scale into and scale out of throughout the day, definitely keep this one on watch. Make sure that you guys are getting prepared, that your levels are accurate, you have your plans pre-built, you're ready to attack this when the market opens. Right now, for me, back burner at this point in time, guys. Right, moving on to FFIV, the last back burner stock, and there's really not a lot to discuss on FFIV. It's way on the back burner, but I'm curious to see what the stock even does today. Is there going to be a good short opportunity? We'll come to find out. Is there a good long opportunity? We will come to find out. Now, FFIV is gapping up from 154, hitting those post-market highs of 177.90 off good earnings, right? So I'm really liking what I see right now here on FFIV from a catalyst standpoint. Those earnings were great. It's lacking volume at this point in time, but it's still up 6%. For this price of stock, it's only $60 million in float, guys. So it's $165 a share, but it's $60 million in float. This stock can move, and it's easy to short as well. So if this stock ever, today, tomorrow, next week, next month, if this stock were to ever break above 178.24, we have a gap to be filled up towards around 188. Not saying that's going to happen today. I highly doubt that happens today, but you never know. Who's to say this stock doesn't open and just rip today? You never know. I want to get prepared. So if we ever do break that 178.24, we have 10 points to the upside to fill the gap. But if we do not break over that 178.24 and we see a lot of resistance and the stock's getting rejected, that could be a good short for the leg lower. Way on the back burner, right? Way on the back burner. This stock really needs to bring in some volume, really has some focus from traders before I even look at this. But there is potential. I do want to be somewhat prepared just in case the stock starts moving today. I know exactly what it would take for me to get involved in the stock, right? So if we see anything, we're definitely going to hone in on it, identify the opportunity, and make it happen. But again, way on the back burner. So let's go ahead and break down the back burners really quick before we dive into our top stocks of the day. For me, PGY is a bit of a back burner. But again, this is a mid-candle breakout formation, tons of potential. For me, back burner at this point in time. EVTL is a back burner sleeper play. Okay, so this is going to be on the very top of my back burner watch list. If we ever see the break over 830, I believe we have room to $9. I would take that trade. Back burner sleeper play at this point in time. I do like EVTL. I see the potential. We just discussed VS. You guys are prepared. And we just talked about FFIV. You guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So we have 4 back burners. EVTL is my number 1 back burner. I think could be a nice sleeper play. Definitely going to keep this one on watch for today. Now let's go ahead and talk about our top stocks for the day. The stocks that I think have some of the best potential for today. Definitely VRAX, right? So VRAX at this point in time, definitely showing some potential. So let's go ahead and dissect this. What's going on? Well, number 1, it's a newer IPO stock. Number 2, they dropped a press release here at 8 o'clock that they introduce a monkeypox virus real-time PCR detection kit. So if we continue to see the monkeypox escalate and becomes more of a bigger concern than it is now, and we continue to see these monkeypox-related stocks ripping and running, VRAX could be the one. Why would I say this stock could be the one that we really focus on? Well, it's the one that has the lowest float compared to SIGA, compared to GOVX, compared to TNXP and AEMD. VRAX has the lowest float. What's something else? It's a newer IPO. And we know that newer IPO stocks can really, really move. They are volatile. They could rip big. So out of all of these penny stocks regarding monkeypox, this would be my number one that I would want to watch. So right now, I do want to watch the stock for a couple of reasons. We saw monkeypox-related stocks ripping and running yesterday. SIGA, great day. GOVX, great day. We saw AEMD and TNXP, decent day behind those stocks. We could see some attention with those stocks once again, and that would bring in some attention to VRAX. Once again, the lowest float stock, and it has fresh news today that they're introducing a real-time PCR detection kit. That's some pretty decent news with what's going on. So VRAX, definitely want to keep this one on watch today, guys. 1680 support at this point in time. You're going to have $20 natural resistance right here at 20 bucks. And then we could see this thing pop back up, possibly towards around post-market and pre-market highs, right around $23. And then we have room to 26. Right now, there's definitely no reason to be jumping on in this. There's definitely no reason to be trading this stock or looking for a fresh entry. But it is a stock that has tons of potential. Again, if we see SIGA ripping on up today, if we see GOVX and these other monkeypox-related stocks ripping on up, this would be my number one candidate. Again, it's a newer IPO stock with the lowest float. We know these stocks can be very volatile. They can move $2, $3, $4, $5 at a time. Definitely want to keep the stock on high watch. 1680 supports. Right now, $20 resistance. Over $20, room to 23. Over 23, we could see this as high as $26 on VRAX. Number two, we have FRGT, and this is actually number two on our upgapper list for the day. Currently up 83% here on FRGT. Currently 4 million in float, guys. So we have a nice low float here on FRGT, trading 7 million shares on average. The stock trades 19,000. So again, looking at this upgapper list, low float, great volume, up 81%, not too shabby. Looking at that daily chart, it's a newer IPO stock. I like new IPO stocks, new IPO plays, because they move quickly, fast. There's volatility. We could see big time moves with these newer IPO stocks. So that's another reason why I like FRGT. And then to top it off, they have contract news with Samsung. So they were awarded a Samsung Mexico SDS contract here with FRGT. So to top it off, to put the icing on the cake, there's good news. So again, team, this stock is meeting all the criteria to be a top stock for the day. FRGT, guys, great news. Newer IPO play, fantastic volume, nice low float stock, very, very consistent here in pre-market. So again, at this point in time, it's my number two stock for the day. All right. Bottom support at this time was 185 there in pre-market. But now that we've broken over that 260 level, old resistance turns new support. So I want to watch this around 260. If we start to fall below 260, we have 232 support. If we fall below that level, number one, it doesn't really look good at that point in time, but we have a lot of room to fade and fall down towards around 185. Now, this is something that we posted up here in pre-market today at 755. This is my number two stock for the day. It's a newer IPO play that is currently gapping up 64% on contract news with Samsung. The stock is 4 million in flow and trading well above its average daily volume. This stock is meeting all of the criteria to be a top play for the day. Bottom support at this point in time, 185 with high day resistance at 260. Breaking over 260, we have room to $3. That was posted up at $7.55. This was a stock that had my focus, 80% of it here in pre-market. Again, $3 is still resistance. Play it every 25 to 50 cents. The sky is the limit. Just play your psychological, natural levels of resistance along the way up. So 3, 325, 350, 375, and then $4, strong resistance. Then you have 425, 450, 475, and then $5. Very, very strong resistance here. So again, just play those psychological, natural levels of resistance along the move up. But right now, FRGT is one of my top stocks for today. It has a lot of my focus right at the start of the day, guys. Moving on, AYLA, not too shabby. I don't know if it's like my top stock to watch right out of the gate because I still want to discuss RDBX, but AYLA doesn't look bad whatsoever. We're starting to get a slight cup and handle formation. Nice big run up to 175, pulling back to 132 support. Nice big U-shape back up to 175. Starting to see this higher low form for that possible cup and handle breakout over that 175 resistance. Now, if we see AYLA breaking 175, we have great potential to 196. But if we fail to break that 175, guys, we could see AYLA fade all the way back down into the 130s. But AYLA looks good. AYLA has great volume. Nice low float stock. Why is it moving on up? That's the biggest question. Yeah, it may look fantastic, but why is the stock moving on up? Well, they withdrew their filing for offer of stock and warrants. So they withdrew their filing for an offering of their stock and issuing warrants. So right now, AYLA has a good press release. Again, it's number one on the leaderboard, up 88.5%. Low float stock, 6 million in float. We know the stock could rip and run. It has fantastic volume. It's meeting that criteria to be a watch list worthy stock and one of our top stocks for today. AYLA, get prepared. 132 to 138 support at this point in time. 175 top resistance. We're starting to see a possible cup and handle formation. A break over 175 could send this stock up towards around 196 and then $2. Anything over $2, you have potential to $2.23 here on AYLA. And then last but not least, possibly today, RDBX. And this is something that I posted up as well. So RDBX is absolutely, it was at 740, one of my top 3 stocks for the day. This stock ran big yesterday, going from $3 all the way to $6.58. We saw a slight pop here in pre-markets, and we put in a new high at 725. I do believe the stock still has attention, and we could see another big day to the upside. Maybe not today, but definitely by the end of this week. I think there's a little bit more potential here because there's a lot of focus with RDBX. We really need to see the stock start to break above that 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average before seeing buyers really step back in. Now, where is that 200-day moving average? Well, it's right at the same price as the 50-day moving average. So that's very, very strong resistance. And that was very close to yesterday's high a day. So 200-day moving average is at 669. 50-day moving average is at 686. So you got about a 20-cent window of resistance here on RDBX. That's exactly pretty close to yesterday's high. We came up and hit it this morning, and now we've gotten rejected. We have great potential. I want to keep this one on watch for today. If we ever see this break over the 200-day moving average, if we ever see the stock breaking that 50-day moving average, those key levels of resistance, that could send the stock absolutely flying. Where do we have room to? Well, if we start to break those levels here on RDBX, I see potential up towards around 860, right? Decent potential up towards around 860, up towards around that 940 to 945 level, and then $10. But first things first, before we really jump into this trade, before we actually get involved, I would really want to see the stock breaking and holding the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. And when I say get involved, I mean I'm in looking for that big move up into the 860s, 940s, and then possibly $10 region. There could be opportunity, though, before we even see that break. I am going to watch this above our 20 EMA, which is at 550. Also, yesterday's close at 550 as well. So you have 550 to 555 support at this point in time, looking for a possible break of this downtrend coming on up. And again, a break of the downtrend after a bounce off that 550 to 555 support could push this stock back up to yesterday's highs, the 200 SMA, and the 50 SMA. And that's a great trade if we see that opportunity. And if we ever break the 200 and the 50 SMA, guys, I may leave a runner on the table. This stock could see the 860s, the 940s, and upwards of $10. We know that when RDBX has hype, when RDBX has attention, when there's focus, this stock moves relatively consistently. Not just one day followed by a massive dump, but consistently. And we are moving again here in pre-market. Want to keep the stock on high watch today. So let's go ahead and wrap that all up, guys. If you're just now tuning in, which stocks are our top stocks for the day? RDBX, we just discussed it. Right now, definitely one of our top 3 stocks. AYLA, definitely a top stock for the day. Possible cup and handle formation over 175 to get that next leg up to 196, $2, and then 223, with bottom support right now back down in the 130s. FRGT, definitely a top stock to watch. As we were discussing this, as we were diving into our other 2 stocks, what did FRGT just do? It just came down and retested 260 resistance as 260 support. It's already up 17 cents on the break and retest with FRGT. This stock is consistent. This stock is relatively predictable. Want to keep it on high watch, guys. Breaking over 280 now could send the stock to $3. Anything over $3, guys, play every level of psychological resistance. That's going to be every quarter, every $0.50, every $1. All right, guys? So make sure you're locking in profits. But again, the sky is the limit. There is no ceiling. But again, do the right thing. Every 25 cents, maybe take a little bit off the table. If you see resistance, every 50 cents, maybe take a little bit off the table if you see resistance. Or play every $1 from $4 upwards of $5 on FRGT. Definitely a top stock to watch for today. And then lastly, VRAX, one of my top monkeypox related stocks. Low float stock, new IPO play, fresh press release today. If we see these monkeypox stocks ripping again, SIGA, GOVX, TNXP, AEMD, we could definitely see some action with VRAX. This stock, I think, has tons of potential. I don't think a lot of traders are really on this right now. I think maybe traders are sleeping on this potential, sleeping on this stock. They see RDBX, everybody's there. They see AYLA up 90%, everybody's there. I think VRAX could be a nice opportunity for today. Definitely one of my top 3 stocks to be watching, right? And then my back burners, FFIV. That's a back burner for today. VS, that's a back burner for today. PGY for the mid-candle breakouts, that's one of my back burners as well. My number 1 back burner sleeper play is EVTL. Breaking over 830, don't be surprised if you see me in a position taking profits up towards around $9. Don't be surprised if I say I just locked in 70 cents a share. I'm discussing this one now. I like it a lot. Definitely has my focus. Definitely looking for a position here today. EVTL over 830 up towards around $9 as my number 1 sleeper play of the day. Right? Let's talk about the SPY, the Qs, and first, Walmart. So Walmart right now, massive dump, guys. Massive dump from 132, hitting these lows of 118.77. They issued a warning. They issued a warning here on Walmart. So what was it? So they issued a profit warning from the company. So I believe we should be watching Walmart. Massive drop on off, over 10 points to the downside. I do believe we're just a little overextended to the downside, and I do think we could see possibly a little bit of a bounce. Maybe nothing too crazy, nothing too serious like big time volatility, $5 today. I don't think we'll see that. But again, I think there could be a slight little relief bounce because we're so overextended to the downside here from that massive drop. So, couple levels to keep on watch if you guys are watching Walmart for today. Breaking and holding above 120.74, we could see a slow, steady grind back up towards around 124.39, okay? But if we are not breaking above that 120.74 and we see tough resistance, a lot of sellers, and this is going to have another leg down, we have potential into those post-market lows, 118.77. We do have potential down towards around 117.75. And if we ever crack below 117.75, we could see this thing dump on down to 115.28. So I want to get you guys prepared to the long side and the short side. So the shorts, again, if you cannot break over resistance, 120.74, you could look to short this down to 118.77, 117.75, and then all the way down to 115.28 here on Walmart. But if you do see some strength, and it is due for a bounce, and you're breaking over that 120.74, you do have potential for a slow and steady grind up towards around 124.39 for those of you wanting to watch Walmart. The SPY, couple things I want to point out about the SPY. Number one, key support. Okay, key support is 391 here on the SPY. If we start cracking below Friday's lows, and we start cracking below yesterday's lows, we could see another 2-point drop down to 391. So again, cracking below this level of support, 393-ish, we could see another 2-point drop down into the 391s. But if we don't crack that level of support and we proceed to bounce and break this downtrend, well, that could send the SPY pretty much flying to the upside. I don't think that's going to happen, though. Right? We're really waiting for GDP data this week. We're waiting for the Fed's decision. So far, company earnings have not been great by any means. We have bigger earnings tonight. I mean, when I say we have more earnings tonight, guys, we have more earnings tonight. I mean, there is a lot of earnings tonight, guys. Big names. You got Alphabet, Microsoft, Chipotle, Visa. Tomorrow, you got Meta, Qualcomm, Boeing, Shopify, Spotify, Ford. Then you got Amazon and Apple on Thursday. So have we had some big corporation, big company earnings? Absolutely, right? McDonald's posted, UPS, Coca-Cola, General Motors. We've had some big names post, but we have even bigger names coming on up here the rest of this week. And again, I think a lot of that is going to dictate where the market goes on top of, are we in a recession with GDP data, and how aggressive does the Fed have to be? I don't expect to see big time moves today, but I do expect big time moves maybe tomorrow and Thursday when we start to get this very important, highly anticipated data. So I think there's potential. Again, cracking support at 393, down towards around 391, right? I don't think it's going to happen in a minute, but definitely there's opportunity to lock in some profits here. Okay, but if we do bounce off support and we do break the downtrend, I believe we have room back up towards around 395 and then 396 here on the SPY, just retesting some of these prior highs here. And then very similar thing with the Qs. A little bit of this downtrend on the Qs, and you see we are trying to sit above support from yesterday. Support right now from yesterday is 298. If you crack below 298 on the Qs, you have room down to 296.43. You would want to short that. However, if you don't crack below 298 support and you bounce, follow through, break the downtrend, very simple stuff, guys. You have room to $300 psychological resistance. Again, I don't see potential for 5 to 10 points in either direction today. I don't expect today to be a huge day with the SPY and the Qs. I expect to see some calm, maybe before the storm, as investors and traders are more or less sitting on the sidelines waiting for this very important data before making their next decision. Are they going to start buying? Or are they going to start dumping and selling? I do expect opportunity, though. Maybe 2 points in either direction with the SPY and the Qs. Seems to be a pretty simple day, guys. All right, so you guys are all set for the SPY. You guys are all set for the Qs. And if you guys are watching Walmart, you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll with Walmart. But there is so much opportunity with small caps, guys. Redbox, so much opportunity. AYLA, FRGT, VRAX, so much opportunity, guys. This is where my focus is. And look at FRGT. Break, retest, old resistance, turns new support, boom. Already pushed 40 cents into resistance. So, guys, there's consistency here. There's some predictability. There is opportunity. So let's make it happen and let's lock in those profits. But before we do that, let's go ahead and start with a poll. What stock do you guys think will do the best today? If you guys are over on YouTube, go ahead and type up the number one ticker you think has the best potential for today. Inside of chat, I'm getting ready to cast a poll so you guys can cast those votes. So again, what stock do you think will do the best today? Do you think the number one stock today is going to be FRGT? Do you think the number one stock today is going to be AYLA? Do you think it's going to be RDBX? Do you think it's going to be EVTL? Right, that's my number one. I like EVTL. That's a sleeper play opportunity. Or do you think it's going to be that PGY mid candle breakout? Oh, we got to add VRAX. That's that new IPO monkeypox play. Monkeypox, VRAX. So again, team, what stock do you think is going to do the best today? Just popped up inside of the chat room. So go ahead and click on that, and you guys can go ahead and cast your votes. Or if you're inside the chat, you can actually just scroll on up here and see what stock do you think will do the best today. Go ahead and cast your votes, ladies and gentlemen. What stock do you think has the best potential for today? I want to see what you guys are thinking. See what the team is thinking right now at this point in time. So let's make it happen. All right, let's see what you guys are thinking. Right now, team, we have 36 seconds until the start of our day. And as you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and just remove the webcam for a second. You guys can see I have no trades on the day. All right, I'm sitting back, being patient, waiting for the absolute best opportunity. We're going to make it happen. Right now, we have 25 votes. What do we got here? RDBX, 28% of chat. 28% of chat. Wait, wrong one. We got 10 seconds to go. All right, number one, FRGT, 53% of chat saying FRGT is the number one stock for the day. So let's go ahead and watch FRGT right out of the gate, team. All right, we are all set, ready to rock and roll. You guys know my watch list, why these stocks are the top stocks for the day. Right now, the team thinks FRGT is the number one stock of the day, and I think it's a great stock. I think the stock has fantastic potential here. So let's get prepared. Let's get ready. Let's make it happen. So we are all set. So right now, team, we are just simply watching FRGT. Nice break over 3. Could be a nice little break and retest for the rip higher here on FRGT. FRGT at this point in time, getting some great action over $3, guys. I'm a little too late for the $3 retest after the break. No trade, no entry for me, but that was a quick break and retest for a quick 10 to 15 cent scalp. there on FRGT. I think there's great potential here, team. But I'm going to check out my EVTL position. I'm going to go ahead like sift through a little bit, right? You're going to see me kind of scanning through a little bit some of these back burner sleepers that I have just to make sure we're not missing any opportunity, guys. But right now, it's clear FRGT has the focus. Walmart just broke 120.74, guys. Walmart just broke above, came back and retested that 120.74. It's definitely worth watching above that 120.74, guys. It's definitely worth watching. Right now, FRGT is where the focus is right now at this point in time. Number one stock to watch. Sky is the limit. Let's see what we have coming on up, guys. I think EVTL, the entries over 830. So the entries over 830 on EVTL. You got VRAX now halted to the upside, guys. VRAX is now halted to the upside. Right? So we should be live in the next 5 minutes. So 9:37:45. VRAX, my attention is shifting to VRAX now, right? So over the next couple of moments, FRGT, but right now we do have VRAX currently halted to the upside. Now, VRAX should be live at 9:37:45. About 4 minutes to go here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, over on YouTube, YouTubers, enjoy your trading day. You guys are all set, ready to rock. You are prepared. You know why we're watching RDBX. AYLA, FRGT, VRAX. You guys are all set, ready to rock and ready to roll. Make it happen. Have an awesome day. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning for free Stream Wednesday. Looking forward to working with you guys. Let's make it happen. Let's have an awesome day. Catherine, very nice. Catherine jumped in at 1954. They're on VRAX. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Good job. Way to make that entry. So much potential here with VRAX. And I think a lot of traders, like I said, are sleeping on this. And it has so much potential. If we open on up for a halt strategy, I'm in. If we open and then dump down to 20, I'm looking for a $20 entry. I see potential here on VRAX. This has a lot of my focus at this point in time. So FRGT up on the live stream. VRAX off to the side. Right now, looking to see if VRAX can go live for a possible halt strategy up to 23 and then 26. Right now, support's back down around $20. That'll be live here on VRAX at 9:37:45. So we have 2 minutes to go with VRAX.